fly, Eagles fly, as they get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go! Solid, 5 down.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown.
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
3 down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now they're going to need an in-drive. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
23 yards on the play.
Blitz. Great. For Tokyo.
Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Come on now.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Lion. Run.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Works over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
On the ball.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how the guys did come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
I'm bringing it to you. Liz 5-2, Liz 5-2. Liz 5-7.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hang in there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
81, 81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Let's go.
Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody, oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Big.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the counter, here's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Tight end right. Kings. 3 down.
Roethlisberger will throw. Able to get away. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, but they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, what's that? Blue 30. Hey, watch that. Jack 16. Double bump.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one. It felt like everyone got a push tackle.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
3 down, 3 down.
Set! Black 30!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, let's go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Great. Liz.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards.
Lion. 82. Hey, stat.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, Ford Tokyo! Porky, 82, Porky!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, an 8-yard touchdown.